Are you brave enough to vanish from the noise? To step away from the chaos that's drowning your potential? I challenge you to disappear for 30 days. That's 720 hours dedicated to transformation. Where attention flows, transformation follows. The problem is you're pouring your precious energy into distractions, into social media scrolling, into endless notifications, into relationships that drain you, into habits that keep you small. You're spreading yourself thin across 1,000 little things that don't matter, while the one thing that could change everything sits neglected. Can you walk away from the familiar? Life has tested you countless times. You've weathered storms that would have broken others. How frustrated are you with staying stuck? How deeply do you crave that breakthrough? What price are you willing to pay? What comforts are you ready to abandon? Which relationships are you prepared to outgrow to become who you're meant to be? Everyone talks about transformation. Everyone dreams of breakthroughs. Everyone wants the celebration without the isolation. Nobody wants to embrace the silence. Nobody wants to face themselves in the mirror. Nobody wants to disconnect from the validation. Nobody wants to confront the demons that whisper, "You're not enough," when the lights go out. Can you learn to say no to comfort? No to instant gratification? No to the voices that tell you change is impossible? The doubters who call your dreams unrealistic? The so-called friends who love your potential but fear your power? The family members who unintentionally limit you with their own fears? The colleagues who want you to stay small so they don't have to confront their own mediocrity? Why are you here at this crossroads, and what will you choose? Because deep down, you know there's something greater calling you. There's a purpose waiting to be fulfilled. There's a version of you desperate to emerge. There are people waiting for the gifts only you can bring. And I'm wondering if you're daring enough, if you have the courage, if you're bold enough to commit to 30 days of intentional solitude and write down everything that's been holding you back. Have you become too comfortable with average? Have you settled for less than what you know you deserve? Have you allowed the opinions of others to shrink your expectations? Have you forgotten the fire that once burned in your soul? Can you disconnect from everything for just 30 days? 1 month, 720 hours. Imagine who you could become in 30 days. This one life is all you have through sunshine and storm, through triumph and tragedy, through celebration and suffering. The moment is now. 3 words you need to hear: shut it down, delete the apps, turn off the notifications, create boundaries, and reassess who you truly are versus who you've been programmed to be. Stop living someone else's definition of success. Stop chasing approval from people who haven't earned the right to an opinion about your life. I know you're exhausted, and I know you're overwhelmed, and I know you're uncertain, and I know you're carrying wounds invisible to others, and I know you've been disappointed so many times that hope feels dangerous, and I know you're fighting battles nobody sees, and I know you sometimes wonder if it's worth continuing. But if you shut it down, you can rebuild. You're standing at the edge of your greatest transformation, and now is the time to take that leap. It requires courage to jump into uncertainty. It requires courage to embrace your purpose. It requires courage to leave behind what's comfortable, to enter uncharted territory, to become the person you were born to be. It requires courage to believe in possibilities that others can't yet see. It takes courage to disappear for 30 days. The first person you must convince of your greatness is yourself. It's you. The voice in your head needs to become your greatest ally, not your fiercest critic. You can't impact others until you've awakened the giant within. Write down your vision. Map out your destiny. Draft the blueprint for the life that keeps calling to you. What would you do if failure wasn't an option? What would you attempt if you knew you couldn't lose? I need you to disappear. Life has tried to bury you, but you're still here. You're still breathing. You're still fighting. That alone is testament to your resilience, to your power, to the warrior within you that refuses to surrender. Are you hungry enough? Are you determined enough in your pursuit to claim what's meant for you? Are you bold enough? Are you committed enough to vanish for 30 days and return transformed? Can you embrace temporary discomfort for lasting fulfillment? Can you withstand the withdrawal symptoms of disconnecting from distraction? Can you survive the silence when there's no noise to drown out your thoughts? Can you face yourself without flinching? Here's the truth. You'll remain exactly where you are until you identify what's draining your energy. It's time to evaluate every connection. There are influences stealing your focus, consuming your energy, hijacking your mindset, redirecting you from your destined path. And now is the time to connect with people who elevate you and position you to fulfill your highest purpose. For 30 days, 720 hours, imagine if you documented the relationships that don't serve your growth, the people who doubt your vision, the situations that keep you playing small? Can you pinpoint what's kept you stagnant? What's kept you struggling? What's kept you doubting? What's kept you hiding beneath layers of fear and self-doubt? What's kept you paralyzed in perfectionism? What's kept you choosing security over possibility? Your potential has been compromised by lower-level thinking, and while there's nothing wrong with helping others, you're trying to build an empire alongside people who can't see beyond today, who don't share your work ethic, who aren't willing to sacrifice and persevere when no one's watching. You're trying to soar with eagles while surrounding yourself with chickens. You're seeking extraordinary results while maintaining ordinary habits. You're praying for abundance while operating from a scarcity mindset. The rewards you receive publicly reflect the work you do privately. Reflect on the conversations you've had. Analyze the thoughts you feed. Examine the habits you've formed. Question the beliefs that limit you. Move through the discomfort. Embrace the challenges. Dance with uncertainty. Run toward what scares you. Fall in love with the process. Become obsessed with growth. Breathe deeply. The unknown may feel frightening, but it's time for you to cross that threshold because comfort is the enemy of growth. Disappear for 30 days. Shut down the noise so you can finally hear the wisdom that's been trying to reach you. Return and astonish everyone with your transformation. Who you are today has brought you this far. To go further, you must evolve. And to evolve, you must disconnect for 30 days. You need to shed the skin that no longer fits. You need to release the identity that's become too small for your soul. You need to destroy what you've been to create what you can become. You keep attempting to move forward while carrying yesterday's baggage. You keep trying to write new chapters while rereading old ones. You keep seeking new connections while clinging to toxic attachments. You keep pursuing abundance while harboring scarcity. You keep dreaming of mountains while comfortable in valleys. Step into your future whole, renewed, ready to elevate those who believed in your vision from the beginning. Reconnect with them, but first, rebuild yourself. You're fragmented, you're overwhelmed, you're battling inner demons. You're fighting on too many fronts. You're spreading your energy across too many priorities. You're saying yes to too many things that deserve a firm no. You've faced losses. You've endured betrayals. You've survived disappointments that would have destroyed someone weaker. You've been knocked down and gotten up so many times that resilience isn't just what you do, it's who you are. But now it's time to choose yourself. Who am I speaking to? I'm speaking to the person tired of mediocrity, who is courageous enough, determined enough, hungry enough to disconnect for 30 days. I'm speaking to the warrior ready to fight for their dreams. I'm speaking to the visionary prepared to sacrifice today for an extraordinary tomorrow. I'm speaking to the soul who knows there's more and refuses to settle for less. You've talked long enough. You've announced your intentions. You've shared your dreams. You've made promises. You've set goals and missed them. You've started and stopped. You've taken 2 steps forward and 1 step back. You've allowed distractions to derail your destiny. Now it's time to execute. Now is the moment to commit. Now is the season to disappear so you can emerge stronger, clearer, unstoppable. The world doesn't need another person playing small. The world needs you operating at your highest potential, sharing your unique gifts, fulfilling the purpose only you can fulfill. Disappear for 30 days. Lock yourself away with your vision. Marry your purpose. Become obsessed with growth. Burn the boats. Cut the safety nets. Silence the doubters. Fuel the believers. 30 days to reset. 30 days to rebuild. 30 days to reclaim. 30 days to revolutionize every aspect of your existence. When you return, they won't recognize you. Not because your appearance has changed, but because your energy has transformed. Your clarity has sharpened. Your purpose has crystallized. Your power has multiplied. 30 days of focused intention can alter the trajectory of your entire life. Are you ready? Are you willing? Are you committed? The next 720 hours are waiting to be claimed. The next chapter is waiting to be written. The next version of you is waiting to emerge. Disappear for 30 days and watch what happens when you finally become the person you were always meant to be.